All right, shalom, shalom. First and foremost, I'm going to start by giving all praise, honor, and glory unto the Heavenly Father, the Most High, our Creator and our power, who the world ignorantly calls God. His name is Yahweh, in the name of His only begotten Son, our Lord, our Savior, and our Deliverer. The Messiah, who the world ignorantly calls JC. His name is Yahweh Shai. Call Halamla, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Chakadash. Double honors unto the apostles and the elder bishops of Great Millstone. Salutations, peace, blessings, and safety be unto the hopeful elect out there. And Esau is a fucking coward, man. Esau is a piece of shit coward. Just getting straight to it. You see the nature of Esau from the time the Lord built him up and put him in power. He has been a bloody man. Esau got bodies on top of bodies, man, over generations. Okay, Esau is a bloody man, and he don't hesitate when it comes to killing, which is really murdering, because there's a difference between killing and murdering. Murder is against the law. Murdering is killing somebody or taking somebody's life without cause. When you can kill somebody by accident. Esau, all of his murders are premeditated and unprovoked. But when Esau wields his sword, he don't hesitate. He don't think twice. He don't have any mercy. He don't care if you're a child. He don't care if you're old, the elderly. He don't care if you're a woman. He don't care if you got your whole life ahead of you. Esau is addicted to blood. He's addicted to it, man. But how ironic, this nigga being such a bloody man, when it's time for him to catch judgment, when it's time for him to be on the other end of that sword, he kicking and screaming and fighting. That's why the apostles say he gonna, they liken him to a goat. Esau gonna go out like a goat, man, kicking and screaming, putting up a fight, fussing. But as somebody who's so willingly and so readily kill, murder, you should already count the cost and understand that those who live by the sword will eventually die by the sword. So why is it that Esau hasn't accepted and acknowledged the outcome of his lifestyle? When you a murderer like that, a serial killer, you have to know that eventually you're gonna be taken out the same way that you've been living. The scriptures tell you that the Most High is not mocked. For whatsoever a man soweth, that shall he also reap. So why is it when the sword is being wielded against Esau, he putting up such a big fight and he's acting all innocent, acting like a victim, acting surprised, as if that wasn't his fate in the first place, the fate that he sealed for himself at that. But that's why Esau is a coward, man. They afraid to die, but not afraid to kill. But that don't mean anything. The Lord's still gonna, he still got his number, man. Esau still has his number, and it's only a matter of time before the Lord pull his number. It's a few more things Esau got to accomplish. It's a few more levels of pride he got to reach, and then that's when the Lord gonna put the hammer down on Esau. I'm gonna start off with Proverbs 6:16. These 6 things doth the Lord Yahweh hate. Yea, 7 are an abomination unto him: a proud look, a lying tongue, and hands that shed innocent blood. Okay, and Esau falls into the category of all of these things. All right, let me finish this other one off. It says, "And heart that deviseth wicked imaginations, feet that be swift and run into mischief, a false witness that speaketh lies, and he that soweth discord among brethren." Is Esau not putting the bottle to his neighbor so that he may look upon his nakedness? Has not Esau done that for generations, especially during this rulership, putting the bottle to people, causing them to stumble, causing them to fall, and to do shameful things so that they can point the finger and add to their own glory? Has Esau not been, very, very much proud, the proudest of them all? Is his symbol not the eagle? It says a lying tongue. The scriptures tell you that they be born, Sluggy, as soon as they be born, they go forth speaking lies. It's embedded in them to be the way that they are, man. The wicked, just like the righteous seed has certain characteristics, so does the wicked seed. These are characteristics of the sons of the wicked. These are characteristics of the evil, bloody man, right? A lying tongue, right? And hands that shed innocent blood. I don't even got to speak on that. Everybody that Esau has put his hand towards, it was without cause, right? And it says, "In heart that deviseth wicked imaginations." The scriptures tell you how they devise, they devise wicked upon their beds, and they sleep not unless they cause something to fall, and their sleep is taken away unless they have done mischief. They literally can't sleep. They feel uneasy in their spirit unless they do some kind of wickedness, some kind of mischievous things in the earth, because it's a part of their nature, right? The feet that be swift and run into mischief. Esau all over the place in everybody's business, starting all kind of fights, even simultaneous fights. Sometimes he don't even finish one fight, one war, before he enter into another one. What is he doing right now? Fighting on behalf of the imposters, fighting on behalf of those who are infesting the Holy Land right now. That was unprovoked. It was only because they're fighting on behalf of those people. All right, with the Shirley Temples and the broad cups on the top of their head. So just one of these things, just having one of these characteristics would make you hate it. Esau has all of them. So this is why this man is Esau, the so-called white man, the Edomites, as the scriptures identify them as. They are the nation of people that the Lord is not going to give any mercy to. It's beyond the pride that we're used to, the pride that we know among men. This is a godly level of pride. And by that I mean it's an extensive amount of pride that Esau has, in the sense that he in his mind believes that he's going to outdo and replace the Most High. That's a special kind of pride that has to be put on a person. Okay, Psalms 55:20. He have put forth his hands against such as be at peace with him. He have broken his covenant. Okay, and that's that that mischievousness, man. That's Esau being mischievous. So like, what you gonna do? Right? It said he put forth his hands against those that be at peace with him. A lot of times when he do things, if not every time, it's unprovoked. A lot of these other nations that Esau came against, they was living their life trying to establish their government, trying to forward their government. And here come Esau. Oh no, we don't like how y'all doing things over here. Let's fix that. Oh, y'all got some resources. Oh, we're the perfect ones that know how to distribute these resources and where to put them. He always meddles in matters that concern him not, man. Which is another thing you're not supposed to do. Ezekiel 35:6 says, "Therefore, as I live, saith the Lord Yahweh, I will prepare blood unto thee. I will prepare thee unto blood, and blood shall pursue thee." Right? This is the fate of Esau. The Lord is going. Well, it's already in play. The Lord is making it to where blood is pursuing Esau, because he has continuously, perpetually pursued blood. First and foremost, against the children of the Most High, against his brother Jacob. Esau has continuously pursued blood, the blood of Israelites, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, and he's done so without hesitation and without mercy. There's not a remorseful bone in Esau's body, man. Again, he don't care what your age is, what your gender is, and what your if you were a good person, if you live an honest life, he don't care. He does not care. He's an envious, covetous, wicked man, and his desire is the only thing that he thinks about and cares about. And Blood is as nothing in his sight. It's nothing to shed blood. That's the least of his worries. That's the easy thing. Okay. So it says again, I will therefore, as I live, saith the Lord Yahweh, I will prepare thee unto blood, and blood shall pursue thee. Since thou hast not hated blood, even blood shall pursue thee. So, all right. So the Lord is giving them what they want. All right. The Lord will grant you your desires, man. Esau is a murderous man. So the Lord gonna put him in the path of death. Right? The scriptures tell you how he's unsatiable. You know, he cannot be satisfied with blood. So the Lord is going to give him over to his desires, which is death, man. He is as death. And since he loves death so much, the Lord is going to give him over unto it. You see videos of them, you know, judgment happening over there in the Holy Land, right? Them, you know, hey, the Iran, they putting the hammer down on them niggas over there, man. You know, like you got a rodent infestation at your house, and you got to bomb it, you got to smoke it out. Yeah, that's what's going on. Iran is the Iran is the pest control, man. And they over there getting busy. And you see videos, you know, sweet videos of people crying and screaming and mourning. You know, they you know, they going through it. They run into the underground bunkers. You know, they crying and sobbing, and you know, they walking around in confusion. They're fleeing. You got a lot of them trying to evacuate and leave the country. Where you gonna go? Nobody wants you. Nobody likes you. Why are you seeking help from people that you call goy? You call them less than human. And you say everybody outside of you so-called chosen ones, should die. This is what they say. So why are you now seeking help from other people or trying to flee to their land, to their country? You love your country so much, stay there. Right? We know the real. We know that ain't their country. We know that's not their land. But since they say that's their land, stay there. Fight. Defend it. Die honorably. The tables are turning, and it's a beautiful thing to witness. Because you see so many different videos all over of them small hats rejoicing, cheering, clapping, spitting. When it comes to the Palestinian kids and the tragedies and the atrocities that take place over there at the hand of their military, by the way, they clapping and laughing and, you know, rejoicing, they popping bottles. But when the tables turn and they getting smashed and they're being overcome and overwhelmed by missiles and drones, oh, it's just a terrible thing. Oh, the whole world has to stop and feel sorry for us. How that saying go? They cry in pain as they strike you. Well, the tables is turning. Isaiah 33:1 in the NLT. What sorrow awaits you, Assyrians, who have destroyed others but have never been destroyed yourselves? You betray others, but you have never been betrayed. When you are done destroying, you will be destroyed. When you are done betraying, you will be betrayed. All right. And as it says in the KJV, they've dealt treacherously with those that dealt not treacherously with them. And as I quoted earlier, the Galatians 6:7, the Most High is not mocked. For whatsoever a man soweth, that shall he also reap. And you're going to reap the fullness of what you've done, man. And then some. The Lord said, the scripture says how the Lord is going to reward unto you double for the things that you've done. And the things that you've done, even if you was to be rewarded 1-1 for the things that you've done, it would be terrible because you've done some terrible things in the earth, but it's necessary. The Lord found it necessary to reward you double. Threw a little extra in there for you because of how wicked and proud and merciless you've been in the earth. Don't shake in your boots now. Don't get afraid now. Esau walk around talking so big, so tough, so stout. You know, there's no end to the pompousness of Esau. But the only thing that will to put an end to it is fire. The Lord is working, man. This is a beautiful thing, man, to witness the downfall of your enemy. James 2:13. For he shall have judgment without mercy that have showed no mercy, and mercy rejoiceth against judgment. So they've everything that they've done in the world, they didn't think twice about it. They didn't hold back. They didn't say, you know what, let's keep the kids out of it. Esau just straight up went over there and and we can sit there and talk about what the Israeli um military did to the Palestinian kids. All those kids that got blown to smithereens. You got fathers and mothers over there picking up the remains of their kids, trying to gather the remains and have a proper burial. They just over there laughing, shucking. No mercy. Esau, the U.S. military, allegedly, I'm gonna say that, just put a big ass missile through a all girls school and killed 170 plus little girls or people. Period. 170 people, most of them being children. And then they try to turn around and blame it on Iran. Oh, it was a misfire from them. They don't, they tried to fire on us and it backfired. It failed. The missile failed and it landed in the school. What can we say? Even though it was the type of missile it was. Oh, hey, everybody got those. Those are very common missiles. Esau is the fucking devil, man. All right. So therefore, the Lord is taking everything into account. Like, the Lord has him doing what he's doing. He's a minister unto the Most High. And after he's reached that pinnacle, that limit of wickedness in the earth, okay, that's when the Lord gonna say, okay, now is the time to reward this devil for everything he's done. Let me get this last one. Jeremiah 49:12. For thus saith the Lord Yahweh, behold, they whose judgment was not to drink of the cup, have assuredly drunken. And art thou he that shall altogether go unpunished? And this is talking about the wicked. Esau Edom. He's drunken of that cup. Okay. The cup of confusion, the cup of wrath and violence. So therefore, he's going to drink of that cup. And as I said, he's going to get a double portion. He says, thou shalt not go unpunished, right? Because the wicked don't go unpunished. The Lord has required that which is past. And Esau is not exempt from that. The Lord requires that which is past. And that's your ass, Esau. I pray that the Lord continues to plague their minds and make it to where they lose sleep every day, from the elites to the politicians, to everybody that's in cahoots and hand in hand with this wicked kingdom. I pray the Lord plagues them with evil thoughts and take away their sleep and give them nightmares. So that's the straits, man. In the fullness of their sufficiency, they're gonna be in straits. They're in a very, very difficult position, man. They're going through it. Their enchantments ain't working no more. The magic that was once so powerful is failing them. They're getting false advice. They're getting bad advice from the spirits they conjuring up. This is failing. They're failing. It says, thou shalt not go unpunished, but thou shalt surely drink of it. Call all Yahweh Shem Yahushua for that. The Lord that has not forsaken his people. The Lord's people, us Israelites, we're facing judgment and recompense for our wrongs, but that's going to come to an end. We reaching the end of our captivity, in which the Lord is going to turn away our captivity, and the curses that have been plaguing us for so long is going to be placed on Esau, and they're going to be plagued, and they're going to be back on the bottom where they belong, as the basis of men. So don't cower now. Don't start tucking your tail now. But Esau not. That pride is deeply rooted. It's deeply embedded in them. A couple bombs being dropped is not going to cause them to not be um, proud, because if they sign a ceasefire agreement today, what you think gonna happen? They're gonna get right back proud, even though they're getting fucked up and they're they're that land over there is being turned into dust. They're not gonna stop being proud. Hey, Shalom, Maki Abashimel Shabrakatah. Brother Banyakanah, he said he put the definition of a quagmire, which Esau is in. It says a difficult situation and inescapable. Inescapable. Shalom to the Akim. Yahabashimel Shabrakatah. That's the key word. Inescapable. Bad situation. You fucked. Esau, you are fucked. The long way. There's no escape. You're not going to be able to buy it. The scriptures tell you how the Lord is stirring up the Medes. And in that day, they're not going to regard your silver. And as for gold, they shall not take delight in it. You're not going to be able to buy your way out of it. You're not going to be able to enchant your way out of it. You're not going to be able to hide your way out of it. You are fucked every way. The Lord got your number, nigga. And it's only a matter of time. We witnessing it. You just haven't hit the ground yet. We see you falling. We see you already then lost your balance. You lost your security, but you just haven't hit the ground yet. That's what we're waiting for. The day that you hit the ground is the day Yahweh Shah returns and put the finishing touches of concentrated fire on this place. And that's when your kingdom is going to cease to exist. That's all I had, though. Lord willing, I pray it was edifying. And with that, I'm going to give all praise, honor, glory to Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai, by Hashem Kakadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of apostles and elder bishops of Great Millstone. Salutations, peace, blessings, and safety to the hopeful elect. I read this brother's precept and then close out. Nahum 1 and 2. It says, the Most High is jealous, and the Lord Yahweh revengeth. The Lord revengeth and is furious. Yep, the Lord is angry with the wicked every day. All right. And he's a jealous power. So coupled with those things the Lord hates. Also, we'll put the cherry on the cake. Is he's trying to replace the Most High. He's trying to do away with the image of the Most High. So the Lord has a personal vendetta, a personal art with Esau. It says, for the Lord will take vengeance on his adversaries, and he reserveth wrath for his enemies. Who's the chief enemy of the Lord? Who does the Lord have war with from generation to generation? Verse 3, the Lord Yahweh is slow to anger and great in power, and will not at all acquit the wicked. What does it mean to acquit? To make innocent. You're not going to be made innocent. The Lord have his way in the whirlwind and in the storm, and the clouds are the dust of his feet. So that's that. In that day, you're going to realize that you were merely a man, the lowest of them all at that. And you was never a God as you thought you was, as you deceived the world into believing you was. You was a low-level piece of shit, filthy, stinking base man. That's all you ever been. That's all you ever will be. And call all Yahweh Shem Shah for the judgment that's written for you, because it don't end on this side. You got a long 1,000 years ahead of you, nigga. Hey, with that, hey, Shalom.